So now, something else I wanted to show you was how to have the reports automatically emailed to you on a weekly or a monthly basis. This might be a good thing to set up now, but also in September, in the beginning of the year, because I know we have so many things to do as teachers that sometimes we forget to go into Odyssey and check on the progress because all of the activities are being loaded for us through our NWEA test. So it might be nice to have a weekly or a monthly reminder in my email to say, hey, here's how your students are doing, and it might, motivate me to go back into my teacher account and check how they're really doing on all the activities instead of just seeing a quick snapshot. So how you would do that is you log in, and on the top you're going to click on reports because you're going to set up a report. So you really have to do this only once, so it might seem like it takes a lot of steps, but remember that you only have to do it once for the entire year. Now, once I click on reports, I'm going to get all of these options. My templates are, if you are good at making reports and you have a specific report that you like to run, you can make that yourself. If you're like me, I just want to use one of the Odyssey reports, so I'm going to go to progress reports and click on progress reports. And then I'm going to go to default student progress report. This is the report that I want. This is going to give you a good snapshot of your students, and then I'm going to go across and go to settings. So now when I click on settings, I'm going to get this new box that I need to fill out. So you can give the report any name you want. The date range, if you want it to do the week prior, last week, or you can select a range that you're looking for. I like to keep it on last week. This way every week it gives me a report of the week prior. I'm going to keep all of these activities checked because even if they didn't do it, they're not going to show up. So only the ones that they did do will show up. I'm going to leave all of this the same. And then it kind of looks like you're done, but you're really not. You have to look at the top. There's like a breadcrumb trail you have to follow. So right now we're on details. It has an arrow pointing to curricula, so I need to click on curricula. I'm going to leave everything checked off because, like I said before, if they don't do the activities, it doesn't show up on the report, so it's not going to make my report 500 pages. It's just going to print anything that they did do. If you decide to uncheck certain things, make sure that you keep this external test checked because the external test is actually the NWEA assignments. So now I have the details, the curricula. I'm going to go to assignments. I'm just going to keep this the same too, all work, and I'm going to go to students. This is where I pick the students. I can click on my classes, and it's going to list all of my classes that are loaded in the system. So I pick one. This is the part that a lot of people forget. So now I chose the class. Now I have to add them. So I click on this and I click on the blue plus sign, and now I have a total of 16 students that are going to be on this report. If for some reason you wanted to just pick one student to get the report for, or you have a parent that wants this report every week, you can just choose one of your students and put in that parent email address instead of yours. So you could set up this report for anyone. If you have an LST team that needs reports on certain students throughout the year, you could set up this report and have it sent to the LST team for one or two students. You don't have to have it for your whole class, but for a classroom teacher's purpose, I would probably have my whole class. So now I know I have all of my students. I'm going to click on schedule. So I'm going to schedule this report. First, the status is off. I need to turn that on. It's just going to come up today as the start date. And I want to run this report once. Maybe I want to run it every week. And notice when I choose a different time period, now a stop date pops up. So maybe I would choose the last day of school because I'm going to have this report run from now until the last day of school. And which day do you want to run it on? Maybe I want it on a Friday, or I want it on Saturday. So when I come, back on Monday, I could see the week prior. And it's going to default to the email address whose account this is. So it would already be there. If you wanted to change that, you can uncheck that box and put in the email that you want it sent to. So you would probably do that if you were sending this to a parent or the principal or maybe even like a special education teacher. So for this purpose, we're going to say the classroom teacher wants this report every week, and you get to choose. Do you want it as a PDF, which would be the easiest to read? Unless you really like CSV files, you can put that into an Excel spreadsheet. And that would be finally, well, not finally, there's one more thing to do. So I scheduled everything, and now I'm going to go to run, and it's going to say you're going to run it now. You don't need to run this now. It will run it as long as you press save on the day that you chose. So I'm just going to press save. It's telling me please enter the name. I'm just going to say, and I'll press save. And then we're all set. So now you have this report set up, and every Saturday, because I chose Saturday, I will get a copy of my student progress report, and I don't even have to